Lord have mercy on my soul. How many chickens have I stole? That was some real old shit I heard back in the day. How y'all doing today? Can y'all hear me out there? I had 5 people in here. You the first one, woman? What's going on with y'all? I've been at it since 5 o'clock this morning, man, trying to upload this stuff, and I ain't got it right yet. So I guess I'm gonna have to get with Unique and they people, try to upload my book to this Amazon shit. It's difficult being old and don't know how to do this shit. Hey, man. Yeah, people been hitting me up crazy, asking me, did I see Wack 100? And I'm going to speak on it for one reason and one reason only. Is that, no, I'm going to speak on it for several reasons. One reason, the same shit that make you laugh is the same shit that make you cry. If you remember the time when me and old boy was going through it, and he made up a lie that I was messing with some of K-Slate girls and stuff like that. And it's not one girl. It's not one girl. And K had thousands of them that came through the magazine of straight stunting. Not one girl can ever tell you I disrespected her, tried to talk to her, or try to was fresh with her. Never. I don't fuck my money up like that. That's one thing I don't do. You understand? I don't shit where I lay my head. If I'm getting money with you and that's what you do, I don't mess around. So I'm speaking on that because old boy lied on me and said some shit like that on one of the interviews. And you ain't got to fight all your battles. When you a good dude or you doing something right or you've helped people, it'll take some time. All you got to do is wait on it. Because let me just tell you, justice delayed is not justice denied. Do you hear that? Justice delayed is not justice denied. And I'm not saying he's getting what he gave out, but what I will say is this, is that you got to watch what you do around in this internet and say, because sometimes, like people say, karma is a motherfucker. If it don't come back to you, it'll come back to somebody in your genealogy. It'll come back to somebody in who is either close to you or in your family tree. You understand what I'm saying? Ralph Kenner, Appetite for Chicken, Jerome J. Do y'all feel me what I'm talking about? All the time you ain't got to fight your battles. One way or another, the motherfucker gonna get knocked out. One way or another. Somebody, if you don't do it yourself, because this shit hurts. When you got kids, when you got a wife, when you got a girl, you got a whole significant other, and they got to see that shit on the internet about you? Come on, man. It make you want to make, if you somewhere doing something you ain't got no business, it make you want to do it in your clothes. I'm just going to whip it out. especially if you're falling asleep, butt the fuck naked. But let's get off that. I wanted to bring this to attention because it's a lot of stuff happening, and my figures is not all the way correct, but they're close. And I wanted to give some information to the people out there that are doing bad shit, felonious shit. If you know them, tell them to come watch the Gene Deal show for a few minutes for this bit of information. Because I worked in law enforcement, I know this to be true. Is that people think that they are actually getting away with certain crimes and certain shit that they're doing. Lula Bean, what up with you, mama? What's good with you, ma? People are thinking they're getting away with a lot of shit, Nikki, New York. But they really not. I seen the dudes and them do a robbery on television in Ozone Park. And the dude had his cell phone in his back pocket. He had his cell phone in his back pocket. You understand? Now, they know the time of the robbery. And when they say Big Brother is really watching, I want you to know Big Brother is really watching. I wanted to start the show off like this, but I thought that Wack 100 shit, I had to get it out my system. But I want you to know this. There's about 196 countries in this world. Could be 97 if you say Tijuana, but I think it's around, not Tijuana, if you want to say, what's this country? Begins with a T. It's escaping me right now. But anyway, it's a country that I think that China's trying to take back from them. It begins with a T. Forgot its name. Anyway. Oh. Taiwan. I'm sorry about that. Niggas, I'm tired. I've been up since 5 o'clock in this morning trying to get this thing working. It's crazy. But I finally did it. Taiwan. So now, if you count Taiwan, big 197, there's about 2,700 and some odd, or 2,100, 2,700 satellites up in orbit. Up in orbit. I want y'all to catch this. They want everybody to have a phone to the point where the government is giving them out here in the United States. You can get free phones and all kind of phones, this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. Because our phone now are a tracking device on everything we do and everything we say. This guy, they go and do a brazen robbery, broad day. They got texts and AKAs winning the thing. And I see his cell phone in his back pocket. I don't care whose cell phone it is. It could be his sister's, his brother, his mother, his cousin. You right, Siobhan TV. Got him. Because this is what they're going to do. They're going to track all the cell phones in that store at that time that got a beep or bing off those towers. They're going to track those numbers. Oh, they work in the store. Oh, they were in there buying something from the store. Oh, these individuals like that. Those three individuals, if all three of them had their phones on them, they're going to be paid a visit. It takes a little time. You understand? Because they got to get them in there. They got to track everybody and the whole 9 yards. But they not getting away. Now, they can get rid of the phone. They're going to call the people to that number who had answered that number, or a call went out to that number. Those satellites, we got 197 countries, 96 countries, 197 countries. We got over 2,000 plus satellites in the sky to help track any and everything that goes out here. I was a witness to something like that in my own case. I'm bringing this up for a good reason. If you follow me, if you're interested, stay with me. If not, que sera, sera. I see you when I see you. But just know this, and some of y'all already do. Willie Watts, if that's my life, man, I don't get nervous, not at all. Willie was saying, yo, do I ever get nervous giving y'all some of the game? Man, listen to me. They got Martin Luther King, President Kennedy. When they want to get you, they going to get you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. There's nothing that you can do about it, bruh. But I think people should know, and you should know. So now, they're going to use that device, those satellites, to track you. Because you had your cell phone with you. They're going to go through everybody in that area. They're going to use the red light system. They had a vehicle. Red lights are this, is not the normal red lights that y'all thinking about. Red lights are certain lights, they have cameras in it. They're going to go through all those different cameras. Y'all, I know y'all watch those cop shows. Y'all can act like y'all don't like the police and everything, but y'all watch the next 48. Y'all watch all those cop shows, and they be telling you how they getting people with the towers and the lights and the whole. That shit is true. Ain't nothing fake about that. There's nothing fake about that. Look at Brittany Marie. I love the first 48. You just love a nigga telling on himself. you be right there. You already got the information, Brittany. You be up there like this. Let me see what this nigga gonna say to me, because I already know what he done and where he been at. Let me just see if he gonna lie. So Tyrone. Yeah, Brittany. Tyrone. Now, you said you was at your mama's house, right? Right? And what time you left your mama's house? And Tyrone be like, what's this all about, Brittany? I said I was in my mother's house. I spent the night. I was too tired to come home. So why your mama call here looking for me? Looking for you. And you be like, he be like, she probably didn't know I was in there. Because you know, nigga always got something to say. He always got a lie for another lie. To ready for another lie. To ready for the other lie. When he get ready to straighten out that lie, he got another lie to tell on top of that one. But anyway, now I'm saying that to say this, is that when these guys are out here committing crimes and felonies, when they say Big Brother is watching, is that it's nothing that you can do in this world today that one of those 2,000 plus satellites in that air can't catch. I'm letting y'all know this from my own case that I had. When the cops said nobody was on the lot and all this other bullshit, I had to pay $800 and some for every, I think, a frame that had like every 15 seconds of the frame. That the picture consists of every 15 seconds. My lawyer had about 3 minutes of pictures, or longer than that, of just, I know it cost me close to $14,000 for just the pictures. Well, he showed the time the cop was saying that nobody was on the lot when they seen all these people on the lot. That's another story. That came straight from Nassau. My lawyer got that shit to prove that the cops was lying. Because I told you they'd rather have one of me than 10 of the bad guys. Now, we're going to go into this situation. And I really want to talk about this because I've seen the videotape now. I saw the videotape of Shaka being accosted by those guys. I don't know what it is with niggas. They think that 5 of them gonna beat down one man, and I never been that type of dude. I never been that type of situation. You understand? Growing up in St. Louis, when I was growing up in Wellston, you had a beef with one nigga, we get in the center, toe to toe. I don't know if y'all know about that. That's some real old school shit. And niggas will crowd around. Niggas say toe to toe then, nigga. You understand? That means you and that nigga. And if you run out that circle, some niggas is knocking your ass back in there until you give. You see one nigga going at one nigga and 4 or 5 of y'all gonna jump that one nigga. I saw the videotape. Shaka and them got enough money that they're gonna have enough videotape, and he shouldn't have to, but they got enough money that they're gonna have enough videotape showing what the Atlanta PD, when the DA and them already know. Cosmic Comeback. Let me just tell you something, man. They knew these days was coming, and we could be living in hell. But you can make your world your heaven. Don't let this shit get you down, man. Don't let this shit come in between what you know is good. They want you to feel that way. That's why we went through all that pandemic shit. Shay J, happy Sunday to you. Bean Frank, what up with you? Ben Frank. So now, they gonna spend some money. But they gonna show you, and I want y'all to know why we are being faced with this. Do anybody know why Shaka is going through this? Please help me. Lucky 914. Will Watts, what's up with you? Amani Thurman, do you know why he's going through this? You people who live in these standing ground states, do you know why he's going through that? Q Hustler, Detroit's in here. April Brown, you don't know? April, so I ain't gonna even think about it, Gene. You just tell us, because you're gonna run your damn mouth anyway. Kalamazoo up here, LaShawn Bennett. You gonna tell us anyway, Gene. Why you just messing with us? Tell us. Hood Lake, what up? Because he's reportedly with Lala. Miss Matthew, what are you talking about? JR 100? Oh, that's my family. That's Maria. I go over there for their sauces. Oh my God. They make their sauces from scratch and they'll teach you. They taught me that. No, it's bigger than being. I gotta call you back. I'm doing the show. All right. It's bigger than being Luda's manager. Had that been another person, and I'm no racist, man. I'm just being. It's just reality. If a white man would have took a ass whooping from 5 black guys, got up, and a black guy shot at him and shot him, and he started letting off on all of them, and one of them died, they'd have gave that motherfucker a medal. God damn, boy, you only killed one of them? All of them should have been gone. It's about stand your ground and that law and who it applies to, who's standing their ground. It's about him being in the hip hop business, standing his ground. Oh, Sharon Jenkins, we know it's political because some people got behind it. But when they see their son out there kicking it and punching and everything like that, what do you say? The thing about it is this, is that they making it a political forest. They're going to make it a political forest for the attention to change some laws. It ain't gonna be no. It ain't gonna change it in the best interest of the people. Greg, I'm not talking about the coach being suspended. You know, we could do that later, something like that from the Boston Celtics. But you know, quick a quick sidebar. It happens all the time in every job, every sports, everything. And you know the rules, you know the regulations. You understand? See, y'all gonna get mad at me, so I ain't gonna even really. I ain't gonna say it at all, man, because I don't want the women. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Gene, you know that ain't right, but you know, I ain't gonna let pussy mess up my paper. Not at all. I wouldn't that I I would say I'm not gonna say that, but if I was thinking out loud, I would say that. You understand what I'm saying? YNE pesos. No, bro, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, you know what I'm saying? Cause if I say that, the women gonna get mad. Oh, Gene, you think it is a no, I ain't gonna let pussy mess up my paper. Not at all. I worked at Sue's Rendezvous for 10 years. I'm not dealing with nothing. That little tip money adds up. At the end of the night, girls need rides. They don't. You can't get a cab out there sometime. You put 4, 5 of them in your car, and you going that way anyway. And $50 a pop, $40 a pop. They don't let niggas ride free. I ain't gonna let you ride free. I'm just joking, y'all. Look at the women. They dropping off the channel right now. See, I don't like when Gene talk like this. Thank the people going to my Patreon. I'm still working on it, man. I might have to come here and get one of those shows up, man, because this shit is crazy. I'm gonna call them on Monday, and I was on a Unique. If y'all want to check out this show, Unique had this young lady try to help me get on that Patreon account. We got on there at 8 o'clock, 8:15. We didn't stop. We was trying until 11:03 and still didn't get on. Man, listen to me. They had some NFL players allegedly that was going to nightclubs and sexing girls in the club, allegedly. And they never brought nothing up on him. And and it was women coming out saying that they was molested in bathrooms. And people know who I'm talking about. You understand? And nothing never happened. He retired and everything. And he was still in the punani. He was stealing the punani in nightclubs. Who said it was him, Greg? Who said it was him, JR? I never said that. No, yo, you better take that off, Bless, for you get some time out. No, it wasn't Mr. Prime Time. Not at all. Who's that? Getting fine now? We gonna leave that alone right now. Stop getting me off my subject, man. Talking about that Boston Celtic coach because he messing with Leah Long. She ain't that fine no way in public, in person. I seen her. I don't even know the lady's name, but I seen all 4 of them at the All-Star game. It was, I know them by their nicknames. Just say that right there, just because I'm not into that like that. But it was Diamond. It was Nia Long. It was the one 50 was messing with. Her. And it was, Lisa Ray. The one, it was Lisa Ray and Regina King. Oh my God. They was at Nia Long. I'm just saying she all right, bro. You know, everybody got their own taste. But standing next to Regina King, ain't none of them have nothing on her. Vivica Fox, Sean Bean. Ain't none of them have. Standing next to Regina King at that All-Star game at the time, shit. I would have been like Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, I would have been getting a case. Pat Moore, I'm telling you. All of them were standing together. I went over there and said something to Regina King. Okay. I'm going to get off the subject of the Shaka thing. It was the Philly All-Star game. It was me, Puff, Michael Jordan, and Charles Barkley on the elevator coming down from the skybox or whatever like that. I threw Michael Jordan a sign. He threw it back. He was like, yo, I know your face from somewhere. I said, I didn't see you. He didn't really know my face like that. He said, but I know you from somewhere. Because I was over on the bench area when we was playing them in North Carolina. I wasn't sitting on the bench. I was there watching. But I had talked to him before on the telephone. I said, nah, you don't know me personally, but we spoke on the phone. We spoke on the phone. I said, yeah, we spoke on the phone with Jamie. Jamie was a writer from the Amsterdam News. When Mike pledged and went over, he had Jamie sent him to talk to me. He said, yo, this brother know his shit heavy, Mike. Y'all need to talk. So me and Mike talked, and he invited me out to come to Chicago, but I never went. Gave me his phone number. If you don't believe me, people who know Michael Jordan back in the day used to have a phone number, and when you called that shit, he said, yo, the universe, space, it reaches out to the galaxy, it reaches around the world through communication and stuff like that. And then he stopped the phone. He said, yo, I don't know what the fuck. He said, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Leave a message. That was Michael Jordan's number. When he threw me the sign, he was like, yo, we shook hands, did a little dap, and he said, yo, you see this motherfucker right here? He was talking about Charles Barkley. He said, he's eternal. Eternal means that when you get on the line for Omega Man and you don't cross or you don't make it, they say you eternal. You're an eternal fixture in the community. You understand what I'm saying? So he was telling me that Charles Barkley, he was laughing at Charles Barkley, talking about he was eternal. So he was trying to be an Omega Man too. So he said, yo, you went to chat. I said, yeah, you was playing against Gerald and everything like that. He said, yeah, I busted his ass. I tore your ass up, right? I was like, no, you tore their ass up. I said, you tore their ass up, nigga. Arrogant ass motherfucker. Let's see right here. Shit is crazy. I'm gonna finish telling the story, y'all. Y'all be rushing me, man. Get off me, man. Leave me alone. Stop rushing me. Let me see if I see it here. I've been erasing shit. That's my college team when we played against Jordan now. I don't know if y'all can see that. If I had the intelligence of some of those other guys, they put their shit up like that. That's your boy Big Gene right there. Boom. That was against Georgia. Yeah, that was me. There go me again. This me is one of the greatest picnics in Harlem. Well, this is upstate. When we had over 20,000 people at one picnic. It was crazy. It was the same gang anniversary. You got fat there, right? That's enough of that shit. I always get off the damn subject. Oh, Auntie Eva, I was nice. Hey, Miss T in here. Famous Fish on 145. You talking about the one to go down in the on Saint Nick? Or is that some new shit? Princess Christine, what's up, Mama? April Brown, Miss Matthews. Hey, Dana. Listen, so now, check this out. Shaka team, not only with the witnesses, with the surveillance of those satellites, with those cameras and everything in that area, they're going to have to put it together because they're coming at him hard. They're going to use they're going to waste the taxpayers' money with shit they already know. Shit they already know. This boy, Shaka almost lost his life too, man. People need to put pressure on the fucking DA and them. Don't waste the taxpayers' money. And they need to put in law when the city start doing shit like this, going after people trying to exhaust their money, their revenue, when they're taxpayers and doing the right thing, that they should pay their money back. If Shaka spent $100,000, $200,000 in legal fee, he should get every dime back from the fucking city. Gino Matone, a Mouton, a Moton, yes, popping on his live. Dennis Bridgewater, what up with you? New York City. No, Harlem ain't Harlem no more. It's so Harlem. It's Soho. Yeah, she's indicting a lot of rappers and everything like that, and a lot of gang members and everything like that. And okay, if they broke the law and they did something wrong and she got a case, yeah. But don't go after innocent black man and then have you thinking. See, every black man is going to think now that if I'm confronted with a life or death situation, that I'm going to have to exhaust all my funds and my resources to fight this shit in court. I ain't dying like that. Take everything I got. Y'all know the old saying, I'd rather be judged by 12 than to be carried by 6. Greg Water, what's up with you? Rafi Smith, what up with you? Twin. Y'all twins? Bigum, I see you in here by yourself, man. I appreciate you though, brother. Me and Bigum just got off the phone. Yo, another thing I want to speak on too, and this don't have nothing to do with a lot of y'all, but it has something to do with what's happening here in the tri-state area, in the city, and some places to do. You know what I'm saying? DeSantos, that's his name. DeSantis, down there in Florida. That motherfucker losing his mind. He losing his mind. He's sending those immigrants all up here. It's about to get cold in a minute. Two motherfuckers ain't gonna get on that bus. It's about to get cold in the motherfucker in a minute. They ain't gonna get in that bus. Yo, and the mayor in New York City, all this shit is a plan, bro. Don't believe that this shit is just happening, because it's got to be something legal ramification. You gonna take immigrants from out your city and bus them to another city? It's like, yo, all you homeless people, it's cold up here in the wintertime. Y'all want me to bus y'all to Florida? Y'all want me to bus? Because if I was the mayor, anybody who want to get bused to Florida because it's cold up here, I put them all on the bus and drop them on right at the city hall in the shelters, right there in Florida. See, when they do shit like that, that's all a plan of action. They all in cahoots with each other. Hold on. Dennis, come on, brother. I know you're trying to be, for us black people and what we need to do. You said, but let me address this right here, Dennis Bridgewater. Why us black people don't rebuild our neighborhoods back up? Dennis, come on. Do I have to answer that one for y'all? Or do y'all want to answer it? Do anybody want to answer, Dennis? I got this hoodie. Style. It was a part of a bag K Slay had. He had brand new hoodies, all kind of hoodies, all kinds of shit that I'm gonna be getting rid of, man. A lot of stuff. Frontline Judah, top Hebrew said, these aren't our neighborhoods. Unless you're a billionaire, you're not building no community. They won't give us the loan. All that's true, but they ain't our communities. We ain't building shit up. They building them up, but they ain't building them up for us. If you look at Harlem, those buildings stayed effed up from the 70s. I got here in 80. I started coming to Harlem 82. From 82 until the last, I say, they started rebuilding like that in 2000 and around 16, 20, that's 16, about 10, 2010. Those buildings stayed decapitated, all messed up for over 20, 30 years, bruh. They start building in Harlem when the World Trade Center and them got blown up. I mean, 2 planes went into the World Trade Center and blew it up. grade A1 steel. 2 planes caught it afire and blew it up, right? The 9/11. Then it was flight straight right up to Harlem. People talking about, I ain't living down there no more. I ain't being, not me. They start coming up here and you see people doing tours. We want that building. They were selling those. They wouldn't give us a loan for them. You couldn't get a loan for them. And then some of the buildings were what you call there were certain buildings that, like where they used to play basketball at up in Harlem, have shows. What's the name of that building? They tore that shit down. And it was a monument. But they tore the building down. And they wasn't supposed to. But the church got with them and everything like that. Instead of building it up, it has so much black history in there. All the black shows used to be in there. They used to play basketball, everything in that building. And it was a landmark. That's the word I was looking at. It was a landmark, and they tore that shit up. They blew it up like the World Trade. Cavino, I think I said your name right, Kavion, is a member. What up, boy? Yeah, Mac Young, it happens all in our community. They did St. Louis like that too. But see, they moving all the blacks into the county. The whites gonna do right back into the city. I see it. They gonna move right back into the city, take those big ass houses, redo them, and ain't nothing black gonna be able to afford anything around there. Yeah, the Jackiola. Look, Miss Matthews was saying that. What's the name of that church? Reverend. He always in the politics and shit like that. Yeah, he helped get that church. He helped get that landmark tore down over there. It was a landmark for years. Till those white developers came in there. It ain't a landmark no more. They tore that shit down. There was a lot of history in there. Yo, let me just tell you something what happens, man. Our people are so pausing right now that good people who go get their education, who go get a good job, don't even want to go back into the community and try to help build it up. I lost my cousin like that. It was a distant cousin, didn't know her personally, but I knew my cousins them who knew her personally. Back here in Chicago, she was an AKA. You understand? She got killed by going into those houses that was rebuilt, redone to bring the black back to the community. Broke her door down, drug her out there, beat her and raped her, and took her car and took her shit out of her house. in Chicago. So black people have to be faced with niggas every day. And niggas could be very ignorant. Very, very ignorant. Black people have to be, well, indigenous people, people of color, have to be faced with niggas every day. You come out there, you got a nice car. Niggas want to sit on your car with their jeans on there, scratch up with the stones and all this shit like that, scratch your shit up. And then got a problem when you tell them don't sit on your car. Thanks, Dana. Dana Jacobs. Auntie Eva. Hey, Miss Dickinson, you put those kids to bed? Or is it still early? It's 8 o'clock. They should be in bed. Uprise. We have to start governing ourselves, and indigenous people and people of color do a good job. And it starts in school and it starts in home. It starts making us accountable. We have to start being accountable for our own shit in our own house. And once we become accountable, and then making the people that we pay our taxes accountable for what they do and don't do, things will be a lot better. I worked 27 years coming up and down pissy elevators and stairways and stairwell and going to people's houses and going through the projects. You go to some projects downtown, you thought they was co-ops, but then you come uptown and you go to the projects, you was like, how could people live here? I knew a man used to make his kids clean up the hallway and mop the floor in the projects. His floor was like one of the cleanest floors all the time. Kids used to be mad, but it built character. And other people, kids, they'll laugh at them when their parents should have been making them go out there and help them clean up too. Yeah, I've been in Lincoln houses too, Daniel. Daniel Reed. One hell of a night. He said it's called building it up. Yeah. B World 101. Growing up, we had after school programs. We had the PAL, we had community centers. There was a guy in my neighborhood like Benny Smith, Bay Ray, who may have had problems with the laws and stuff like that, but got their life together and came into the centers and helped kids like me get our lives together, teaching us how to box, you understand, how to fight the right way, not going to get a gun. They teach you the right way to do shit. If you got a problem with somebody, let them know you got a problem. Y'all got to square off. Y'all square off. But you live to play the next day, and you may be cool with that guy later on. It's hard to come back when you're being shot. from anything, no matter where you shot at, because of the trauma. Because of the trauma. Well, let me tell you something, Ms. Matthews. They tore down some projects in St. Louis, Missouri. Go do the history. The Puriagos and the Puriagos, they tore them shits down. I don't think they even last 20 years. The police was scared to even come in them joints. So they blew them shits up and built little villages and little houses. And then they put it in a serious housing complex. So if your kid F up, they will put your whole family in a shelter. Gave you a nice house, gave you a stipend in the whole 9 yards to get nice furniture in the whole 9 yards. But if your kids effed up, was around there selling drugs and do something, they put your whole family out. So what did the parents start doing? Your ass want to be bad? You better go to Mississippi. M-I, Krugelet I, humpback I. No, M-I, Krugelet I, Krugelet I, humpback I. Send your ass straight to Mississippi. You getting away from here because we got a nice place to live. Yeah, they who's this? He said that people are migrating to Markeith Bankroll. Nigga ain't sent me a dime, but he can name himself Bankroll. Markeith, I'm just fucking with you, man. Markeith Bankroll, nigga. You tell a girl that, okay. I gotta go get my hair done, my nails did. I gotta, the rent is due. And I'm tired of going to Red Lobster. Why we don't go to Mr. Childs, Marquis Bankroll? You asking for problems. What's your name? My name Marquis. They call me Bankroll. Okay. Let me see how you roll that bank. Yeah. My man Charlie on me. Yo, why didn't you go get your haircut, man? You going in? Man, listen, man, I ain't get my haircut till the week of my birthday. Yeah, the mayor of New York, they got all this is in a scandal. They come in here, they ain't got people in they ain't got room for the people already here in New York for the shelters, but they taking bus loads of people. Talking about they're gonna have housing, temporary housing. You ain't got temporary housing for the people already here. I had to go to the shelter programs at least 2 or 3 times a month, man. Packed. Oh, they got Tent City up in Orchard Beach? Wow. About to get cold out there, brick. Somebody said they got Tent City in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Ralph Kerner, what up? Hi, Erica. Erica gave me like 5 hearts. Okay, Erica, being stingy with your heart. Gave me 5. Like I was the 5 heartbeats. Doom, 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 doom. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Doom, 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 doom. Erica. Ain't no 5 heartbeats over here. Hi, Monty. What up, mama? Oh, they got 10 City in Minnesota? Mm-hmm. Come on. They come here because they want to work. Shit, all the building they doing in Florida ain't got no work for them in Florida. And it's warmer. Well, I know it was the Temptations, but the 5 Heartbeats, when they was coming up, if you watch the movie, they were imitating the Temptations. Anybody always got the nigga's just a joke, man. I'm just playing. Ain't nothing perfect or get off of it, man. Just have fun with it. Have fun with it, brother. No, Gene, I gotta be right. Okay. Hmm. Do I think hip hop should have a union? If it could do something good for some people? Yeah. So now I want to get some information for our people. Listen, for the good people out there, man, y'all have to be very aware that there's people out here that's going to try to hurt you. You understand? Um, you got to understand that people are being very bold in their stick ups and their robberies and mugging people. They don't give a shit how old you are, and which is crazy. They wanted to run some of the thugs and the hoods off the corner, but the thugs and the hoods used to keep the fucking block safe. It's certain shit that you couldn't do on those blocks. You understand? When people was out there. You wasn't robbing no old ladies. You wasn't beating up no old men or nothing like that. Especially back in the day when we was on the blocks. I just think that we need to start taking that part of the block back. Now I know it's places in Harlem. If dudes are outside, they not letting no old woman, no old man getting beat up by no young kids or nothing like that. Not at all. We have not gotten that bad here where we at. You understand? I don't see that happening like that when somebody's outside. It's mostly in Queens and is not is in Queens and Bronx when places are not that heavy populated. I don't see we have gotten that bad where we letting our elderly people getting jumped and beat up. Sean Bennett said they crazy out there in Houston. Nigga for life. Nigga for life. He said, most cute girl got big forehead. For real, bro? Whoa. Head of the class? In Trenton, New Jersey, Dennis Bridgewater. He's in. There's a bunch of bums out there. What do you think the people are going to be doing, y'all? What do you think the people are going to be doing? They got all those people in the shelters. There's going to be so much crime here during this wintertime. Antoine, it's in the description, but it's 884 P.O. Box 884, New York, New York, 10029. Y'all know a lot of them people going to be going to jail on them PPP loans. He talking about PPP loans is coming back. Putting people in prison. He said PPP loan. I said, yeah, putting people in prison. Listen here, man. We talked about Wack 100 if you're just getting in here and the situation. And that's going to be a terrible situation knowing that your father, your loved one, was caught in a situation. And I don't think that people should be placing that and putting that all over the thing because, you know, people got kids, people got situations. And yes, he should respect that so he don't have to be faced with that. But they should have respect the fact, whatever situation they had, and not put it out like that, too. I should have sued that motherfucking, those police from California back then. It's a two-party state, and they was taping me. I wonder, can I still sue them? It was 20-something years ago. Yeah, they was taping me. They shouldn't have been taping me. We talked about that. Talked about Shaka and that I seen the videotape, and yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. First of all those bouncers that work for me and everything like that, shit, couldn't work for me no more. Not at all. Not at all. We wasn't like that. You know, we had a few guys that sued that wouldn't bust a grape in a wine factory, but all together, me, Paul, Fame, Tank, Buddha, Hev, who else? Damn, my boy, what's his name? He worked for the city too. Be on the back door. All us stuck together. One of us in the fight, all of us in the fight. That was Gladiator School. Loved it. Used to have some good battles up in that joint. What else? That videotape told it all. And the taxpayers should get on the mayor, the DA, and don't waste their money. Don't waste their money. Yeah, that's how you spell Shaka Zulu. Yeah. I'll straighten it out later. The taxpayers shouldn't waste their money. So anyway, I've been trying to do this all day and I'm tired. I've been up since like 5:30 this morning trying to get this stuff ready for y'all, man. So now I've proven to myself I can't do it. You gotta sit down and pay somebody to do it. And it's hard, difficult getting around right now, but I'm gonna go do what I gotta do so I can get this book on Amazon. Great reviews. And we're gonna put it together. I spoke on a story about Nas before. So listen here, man. Y'all go check somebody else out, do what y'all think. Make sure y'all look at go see Unique or at the prison story thing. So that's hot. Jay Harris, what up? Thanks to you, man. I'm glad y'all shared y'all a little time with me today. Finna go here. I ate so much today, so I'm gonna find me some dessert. Make me a shake or something. Y'all be good, man. Peace. And I'll try to see y'all tomorrow.